This might be a long stream. Let's see what happens. Let's see.
Devora. Liu Kang. Kotal's Colosseum.
Decision making. So, what do I mean by decision making? Just decision making. I don't know if it's tips, but it's just like stuff that goes in my head, you know. So breakaway. Let's start with breakaway. So I see a lot of people. They got pretty pointless breakaways, you know. So I think these two characters are probably good examples. So Vor, everyone's breakaway on the Vor. Even though I go for this every time. I get set up every time. I just never understand it. What's that difference it's gonna make when you do the breakaway? Let's put on that. Makes no difference. Okay, you get lucky like one or few times, but still I can just go set up. But I don't even have to do that. I don't have to do that. I can just go right there. Like, it's kind of pointless. Other reason why it's pointless is you're defenseless now. So, at this point, you gotta block. No matter every day I wake up, so you can't break away from the combos now, so just stuff like that you gotta think about, you know. So, same thing from here, like for Liu Kang, so let's see. Especially when you're just trying to switch to a corner. No point. Probably a long stream. Shit. I don't know. There's some other rare cases where not breaking away is actually the best option. Scarlet would be a good reason.
Scarlet.
It's just kind of ironic.
Scarlet. Kotal's Colosseum.
Because Fatal Blow works differently for multiple characters, so the most damage you get then Fatal, it might scale less, or the least amount of hits, for in this case, will actually scale, right? So let's just say, let's look at this combo. Alright, let me turn this off. So it's kind of funny. We'll do this one. So this is separate. Damn. So right here, we got a combo right here. It's gonna do over 50%, right? You don't know that. So we got 55%. But if you simplify it, in this case, it's going to do quite more. It should, right? Okay, 1% more. Yeah, stuff like that, you know. So how does breakaway tie into this? So let's take a look at it. Let's just do 4-4 in this in the fatal. We get 45%. Breakaway. For some reason it scales. I don't know, maybe NRS is just feeling the players just pain and just 43%. Just stuff like that, but just stuff like that. But imagine being saved by a breakaway. Let's see. But if you see a opponent going for the set, I still don't get why they breakaway there. Like, if they're going for the set like every single time, just like it just makes no sense. So you get the setup out, you're defenseless, you get hit, you can't break away from. I don't know, man. This makes no sense. You know, I had a plan, like a 5-second plan I made up before I started stream, like 5 seconds before I started stream, and I forgot it. I'm just gonna have to go with this. So, this last moments. There's something to say, I forgot. Staggers is one of them. Some people pretty much get opened up by staggers. Let me switch, because we got some better characters to choose for this one.
Liu Kang. Cabal. Lost Hive.
Fusion would probably be a better pick, but we're just gonna go with these two. Or Jax. Jax would be a better one. Just some things gotta think about. So let's take a look at the frames. Staggers. Most people, especially the early games, really like getting opened up by staggers, especially by Liu Kang staggers. And I feel like there's some things that people aren't understanding. Is that when it comes to staggers like these, some of them you can react to, right? Some of them you just gotta call it out. You can't just see it, but you just gotta call it out. You gotta try to call it out. Like this is -7, right? But back in the day, this is what you will see. Cause this shit was like 9 frame meg. Believe that? So let me do this. Put this on block. See if I'm a little late. Here, let's just do that one. And then we'll do... We'll do random hidden playback. Okay, this one you can react. God, I'm so terrible at this. Let's try this. This won't be bad. This is a bad example. So right there I wasn't ready for it. So let's try this again. I'm gonna reset everything. So we're just gonna do a full screen. I'm gonna stagger it and then check it. And then go for this. Then random hidden playback. So boom, we checked it. If I check right there, if I'm checking it, I gotta look out for the thing. So if you're gonna try to check it, you gotta wait for okay, let me restart. Let's do this one. So let's do this one. So right there, the reason why Liu Kang players will get away with that down one is because you're gonna be looking for this right here. So these are some things you gotta take in mind. So where your health is at the moment, maybe you can take it down one. You know what I mean? Maybe it's okay to block that, you know? God, I'm terrible at this. Oh my god. Terrible at explaining. Oh yeah, this is a bad example. Basically, if you can call it out, you gotta read it, because if you see they're not exposing, if you see that they're trying to expose the stagger, and you're not doing anything about it, then I don't fucking know what I'm saying. Oh my god, I'm terrible at this. We'll go back to that one. It's a terrible stream, man.
Devora. Devora.
Could just be a normal stream, you know? Could just be a normal stream. Nah, nothing normal about it. Ha. So we got this case. So the last moments. These are some things that you got care. So when you're playing Devora, I'm gonna put yourself in spots where it's pretty much their turn. When it comes to characters like Jackie, that can steal your turn like nearly more than half the time. Liu Kang can kind of steal more than half the time. Devora, a lot of stuff that just brings you back to their turn. So you gotta kind of find your ways out of it. So like, in those last moments when you only have like 1% health or like less than 30%, something's gotta like keep in mind are like habits. Habits as in ending your strings in that like for an amp. Two things is wrong with that is, one, you're -4, so you can mash, right? But no guarantees. You know, no guarantees. Your down one is now. Was it 14? No, 12 frames. 12 frames down one, and we got mids are like 9 frames and shit, right? And grass can beat your down one, right? So there's things to consider about that. And the thing is, you know the bar is short. What was your last bar? Now you can't finish off the round because you don't have that bar. You used it to keep yourself safe. So you gotta find ways not to put yourself in that situation, right? So this is where staggers come in. You gotta play a little outside of your box because you need to get an opening, right? Maybe you can let this fly. If you space it right, it can be kind of tough to punish. Like this is still minus 15. If you space it like the 4-2 into it, still minus 15. But some people are not ready for it, you know. Like it's kind of hard to what do you call that? Just react to it. We do that, and then we'll do. And then we'll try to punish it. We'll put on random hidden playback. Missed it. Still missed it. And you know what? Just grab that one. We'll do this. There, we'll do that. That was better. Just no spacing. Or wait. I fucked up. Wait, it's mash right there. And then I mean, yeah, I guess we can still try to match down one. Yeah, we'll do that. So right there, I'm trying to press my button and still block, which is kind of an OS, you know. You can kind of OS it. If I turn on the button log, so I got my down one out. So yeah, you can kind of punish it. I missed it right there. Still got it. Okay. I missed the punish. Okay, I got the punish. See how it's not consistent? Because you're really looking for that amplified. And this is also got to come into play. You got to keep an eye on your opponent's meter as well, right? Alright. Alright. Missed it. Alright, so you get the idea. So Hold is best to put yourself out of a situation. Try to use more grabs, just stagger more with forward 1 maybe. Do what you can to not give your opponent their turn back. It's okay to let them get their turn, but like you don't want to leave too much breathing room, you know what I mean? You want to keep them at their toes. This is especially helpful when someone has, like, you know, the war herself, where if you do something like this right there, -4 opponent takes a turn back, boom, chip you out to death. I was pretty much 4% due to chip. Alright, another decision-making thing is zoning. Most people are very impatient. I can be very impatient, you know? But, I don't know. One thing people don't really consider is the recovery frames, right? So, let's slash characters again. Let's do Liu Kang. That's probably a better example.
Liu Kang. Lost Hive of the Kai
You know, sometimes I forget this too, but there's a whole level of extra patience that you gotta have when playing against some characters of own, you know? So, let's see, so right here. So, we'll put right here. Alright, right here, minus 12, right? We'll do right here, minus 12. So, that's fine kick, 14, can't punish it, right? So, most people are going to just try to walk up and press the button, right? So, what people are forgetting is that, let me put this on, right? So, we do this right here. By the time you walk up, or dash up, that's pretty much the 11 frames. So when you walk up here, this is pretty much neutral. And by the time this happens, your opponent's already going to be walking back or pressing something, you know, so for Liu Kang it's kind of unfortunate because he actually has to. So you gotta be a little bit extra patient, right? So I can check you like this. Here, let me just do. Damn. Alright, maybe that. There we go. But if you're patient, see, as soon as you do that down 4 and you block it, it's a check, right there. Now it can kind of be your turn. Now you're in, for real. But people forget that. I don't know why they do. They just forget that. They just think they can take a turn. Oh, down 4. They could do down 4 special, knock you full screen backwards. But what if they know that and like this is later shit, right? So I'm gonna do a proximity OS, do something like that. So. Alright, I don't think I did it right. Let me try this. And then boom, full screen. That's actually a better example. That's a better example. Better yet, they can pretty much back up too. There's a whole mind game, like, and most people think so. Okay, cool. What about if I jump? They will see that too. I promise. Even though this was poorly timed, but they will see it. So like, it's best to just stay grounded in these moments, especially if you have like low life, you're just trying to get in. You gotta be patient to the last one. You have to be just as patient as its owner will be, you know? So even if that means walking the opponent all the way down to the corner. If you could take like small bits of chips here and there, that's cool, right? But do what you can to walk them down to the corner. Find that opening, right? Find the opening, a safe opening. One where you don't get, pressed out of like that. Because they'll fucking whack you with that shit. You get baited out, right? There's just stuff like that, right? So, and once you walk them down, boom, they're dead. Boom, you just made a comeback. Ah, shit, man. All that for zoning. Alright, what's next? So we did last moments. Let's see.
Devora, the Joker.
Setups.
Lost Hive of the Chitin.
Decision making for setups. So I made a video earlier about labbing, right? How to like, it's helpful, like this labbing is just helpful for both trying to improve your setup and trying to get out of it. So I showed some stuff for Joker. I'm gonna show you some stuff for Devora. So yeah, let me just fix this and put it on auto. Do a simple setup, right? Alright, that right there, as soon as you get up, I'm plus like 11, right? Plus 10, plus 11. Meaning, whatever you do, that bug will come out. Correct? So. You can punish that down too, and you'll technically win the trade war, right? So, fix that. There's like, it's a funny thing. It's like mind games for both players, right? So, you got the idea for Devora's setups. Here, let me just do this. The idea for Devora's setups is, one, this will keep you safe, but you want to let your opponent. You gotta. There's a little bit of manipulation, right? So, yeah. You can do stuff that are unsafe, right? And people will probably think they could punish it. Now, for immediate setups, not so much. You won't try to punish it, but when it comes to stuff like this, you see this, you're going to try to punish it, definitely. You're going to try it down two and get some trade combos there, right? So, let me just try to. I think it's better if I do it this way. Hold on. Let me do it this way. Boom, punish. And I pretty much won the trade war. Even though he did slightly more damage to me, I just won the trade war. Only because, yeah, I did 2% less than he did, but since he did it down too, I'm going to be potentially earning even more through the next setup. And now I have another chance to open him up. So it's kind of like Gears just hitting you with the command grab and just throwing you into the corner. Now he just won the neutral game. You're trapped in the corner. This is basically the same scenario, you know. So what the fuck? Also 2+. Damn, man. Idea of it is you can trade off and stuff like that. Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't know. Can't do it right now. It just depends on the situation. And I think the stream's fucked now. I'm gonna have to restart stream.